Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and today we're going to talk about women getting interrupted by men.
Did you not ask your staff to show you the policy that would be the basis for you refusing to answer the majority of questions that have been asked of you?
Chairman, the witness should be allowed to answer the question.
Senators will allow the chair to control the hearing. Senator Harris, let him answer.
Please do. Thank you.
The goofy-looking white motherfucker you see there is Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He was testifying before a Senate committee. The lady asking questions here is Kamala Harris. She's a senator from California. This exchange is one of two that have prompted people to start asking questions about how Kamala is treated in the Senate. In fact, it's so controversial, it's made it to the pages of the New York Times. You may be asking yourself, what's controversial here? Well, let's take a look. Kamala Harris is again interrupted while pressing a Senate witness. Warning you now, this is about mansplaining.
Senator Kamala Harris, Democrat of California, was cut off by Republican senators on Tuesday as she questioned Attorney General Jeff Sessions during the latest high-profile Senate Intelligence Committee hearing in its investigation into Russian election interference. Ms. Harris, a former prosecutor, employs a rapid-fire questioning pace more commonly seen in courtrooms, a style that at times has her interrupting witnesses, which is frowned upon in the Senate where decorum is still prized. But the moments were notable as the second time in a week that Mrs. Harris, who is of Indian and Jamaican descent and is the only minority woman on the committee, was interrupted by two male colleagues during a hearing. Last Wednesday, Ms. Harris was interrupted by Senator Richard M. Burr, Republican of North Carolina and the chairman of the committee, and Senator John McCain, Republican of Arizona, as she tried to question the Deputy Attorney General Rod J. Rosenstein. On Tuesday, the two again interjected as she questioned Mr. Sessions over his role as campaign surrogate for President Trump and contact with Russian officials.
Did you catch that? She has a style that makes her interrupt other people, but if she gets interrupted, that's a problem. Because she's a woman. Now, in both cases where she was interrupting people, she was talking to men. But since she's a woman, you're not allowed to interrupt her, no matter how she's treating other people, even if it goes against the decorum of the Senate. Let's take a look at how she was treating people.
Sir, I'm not asking about the principle. I'm asking when you would be asked these questions and you would rely on that policy. Did you not ask your staff to show you the policy that would be the basis for you refusing to answer the majority of questions that have been asked of you?
Chairman, the witness should be allowed to answer the question.
Mr. Chairman,
of the President.
I have asked.
And that's the situation
Mr.
we're in.
For a yes or no. Did you ask your
So the
staff
answer is yes, I consulted.
Did you ask your staff to see the policy?
Expired.
To give him the authority to be fully independent of your ability statutorily and legally to fire him.
He has the
yes or no, sir.
He has the full independence that is authorized by those regulations. And
Are
Senator,
you willing
to
do as has been done before?
Would the senator suspend? The chair is going to exercise its right to allow the witnesses to answer the question, and the committee is on notice to provide the witnesses the courtesy, which has not been extended all the way across. Extend the courtesy for questions to get answered.
She's being fucking rude. She's asking questions and not letting people fucking answer them. But back to the New York Times version of things.
Several observers saw a case of sexism, and some suggested possible racial undertones. Why do Republican senators only interrupt when Kamala Harris is asking questions? A black woman can't ask a white attorney general? Twice, Kamala Harris is the only senator being directed to let a witness answer despite other senators talking over them as well. Hashtag mansplaining. Supporters of Ms. Harris compared the episode to the exchange last week when Mr. Burr and Mr. McCain admonished her for not affording Mr. Rosenstein the time to answer a question. Ms. Harris was asking whether Mr. Rosenstein would give unlimited authority to Robert S. Mueller III, the special counsel appointed in May to investigate possible ties between the Trump campaign and Russian officials when Mr. Burr and Mr. McCain interjected.
And we watched that clip, and he didn't just interject to her, he said that everybody needed to stop it. But the reason she was specifically pointed out for it is because she does it all the damn time. This fucking story pointed out that it's her style. That is not a normal courtroom style. That is a TV courtroom style. In the Senate, if you ask a question, let the fucking person answer. It's the way things are done. And let's be honest, they're not pointing this out in the Senate because she's a woman. They're pointing it out because she's an asshole. She's doing this to try to get her name out there. She's got these gotchas. I need my yes or no answer. You know what? Sometimes yes and no is not the only fucking answer. Sometimes it is important to give nuance to those things, especially when you're testifying under oath. This has nothing to do with her being a woman. It doesn't have anything to do with her skin being dark. It has to do with her being a fucking asshole. If she'd stop doing that, people would stop telling her to stop being an asshole. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this one. If you enjoy what I do here, please consider donating to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You can also show your support by sharing this video with all your friends. Thanks for watching. I'm the Ranting Monkey, and I'll see you next time.
Why do Republican senators only interrupt when Kamala Harris is asking questions? A black woman can't ask a white attorney general?
Your life makes me sad.
Now I'm discredited. I can't